Alrighty then, so here we are, day 2, working on the Vianis lamppost and light fixtures for the church. So this is post 2. I've got it mostly finished. I'm going to go over what's left, anything I didn't cover in the previous video. The other lamppost is laying over there, just waiting to be put in place. If you lay something like that down, you don't have to worry about it falling down. If it doesn't fall down, it doesn't get broke. There you go. Okay, I've got these 2 posts partially assembled. I'm going to finish the wiring on this, put new bulbs in, test it, put the caps back on, and then run the wire down through each one of these posts one at a time. And double check the wiring yet again before I take both assemblies outside and put them in place. I will show the old lamps before I take them down. Okay, I did want to show a couple things real quick. That's the cap for the top of this fixture set. What I did is I taped the screws directly to the cap. That way there's no way they're going to get lost between 2 days ago and today. This is the UV lamp switch. This turns everything on and off if you have it directly wired properly into 110, 120. I'm going to go ahead and install this. Again, test the lights and go forward. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to take all 4 of those white wires, twist them together, and then twist in one side of this lamp wire. This is your main power supply, your main power wire, 110, 120. So we're going to do that. Wire all 4 white wires together, wire in one side of this the hot side of this, and then hit it with wire nuts. Then we'll wire the other side together. As you can see, I've installed the UV sensor right here. This has 3 wires coming up off of it. You have one hot, one return, and another hot. I'll explain later. Alrighty, as you can see, I have wired all 4 of those white wires in with one side of the lamp wire, the main primary power wire. I'm going to go ahead and tape that up, then wire all these together, and I'll explain this after I get it done. All right, I want to show you what's going on here and explain. All these white wires are the return wires. In residential lighting, residential electric, period, black is hot, white is return. And what we've got going on here is this is your return line. This is your main hot line. This goes into the switch, the UV switch, which uses ultraviolet light to turn it on or off. And then this is your secondary power wire, which actually feeds power to the hot side of each one of these lamps. So you've got primary hot, secondary hot, return. And then you've got ground. This is the grounding wire. So there you go. Easy peasy, dumb and easy. And that comes straight from a journeyman electrician. Alrighty then. So everything's wired correctly. It's plugged into the wall. I covered the UV sensor with a black cap nut so it would think it was night. I got one bulb that's different. I'm going to have to swap it out, but I'm going to have to pull that matching bulb that matches these other 2, actually the other 5, the 3 in the other fixture and these 2. I'm going to have to snatch that out of the old fixture I'm getting ready to take down, because just a couple of weeks ago I put new lights in there. That's when I found out we had a ground fault problem. Anyway, more to come in this video. Okay, these are the 2 lamp posts that are getting ready to come down. Now, when I get these down, I'm going to take them into the church and I'm going to pull them apart, rewire them, and totally rehab them. Though I'm going to have to order parts So they're going to set for a while. But I'm getting ready to pull both of them down. This one first, rob the light bulbs out of it and use it for the other fixture that I'm getting ready to put in its place. All right, this is one of the mounting positions for one of the lamps. As you can see, there are lag bolts and lag bushings. Unfortunately, one of the bushings drops straight through, and this one is pretty much stripped out. So I'm going to have to replace this one and get one for here and just absolutely fill this up with JB weld while I hold the bushing in place. As you see there, I'll put the lag bolt in the bushing, put it in place, and then surround it and pack all JB weld all in here to hold that lag bushing in place. Either that or this lamp will not be secure, and in high winds it'll come tumbling down, and we don't want that. As you can see, these are the wires that came up through the old masonry. This is the actual old gas pipeline that used to feed the real gas lamps. This building was constructed in 1931, pre-war, right during the Depression. Anyway, more to come. All right, so this part is all done. I've been outside rustling the old lamps down, lamp posts and fixtures. I'm going to go ahead and put the bonnets on each one of these lights, and then I'm going to put the top on the head where everything is controlled, run the wire down through these posts, wrap everything up, put both lamp posts on the elevator, take it up to the second story, go outside and mount these one at a time. There you go. Okay, so all three of the tops are secured. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this, stuff all of this down into here. I'll show you how to do that. Then we'll put the cap on that, pull the wire through the bottom, and then we start fishing water through these posts, or the wire through these posts. All right, I wanted to show you something. So I was having trouble getting the wire down through the top of the head into this hole here. So what I did is I backfed this piece of cord up in there and taped it with a little bit of 3M vinyl tape. Now I'm going to pull it through, then I'll show you the rest. Okay, now as you see, I've run the power wire through here, and this is the grounding wire. I want to run them both through those posts. So what I've done is I've taped the grounding wire to the main power wire temporarily, and I'm using the cord to fish it through first one set of posts and then another. I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, now we've got it all the way through this shaft, which is actually two sections of two different pieces of shaft. Now we're going to do the same thing through here. Okay, we've got the new lamp ready to be mounted to the old mounting. We're going to have to lift it up over these studs, bring it down, and then I've got a helper here with me while I hold it in place. We're going to put the lock washer nut on these two studs. I'm going to have to come up with something for this tomorrow. This stud fought me all day, and then while I was off doing something, it fell down into the housing. Never seen anything like it. Fight me all day and then just fall straight through. Anyway, let's get this up. Yes, they came on with the dusk to dawn, and they're all working.